Has been 6 years since I changed my life. And I learned a lot of concepts that have helped me be successful, and more than anything, achieve happiness, achieve my goals, and help other people achieve their goals. And this is what I do with my clients. I help them achieve their goals. I open their eyes to reality, and I teach in a lot of these concepts that I apply in my life. It's very interesting because I love to go back in my past and study everything that I have applied, and everything has helped me to get where I want to go. And there is one specific thing that I've been thinking about lately. It's about choosing what you want and burn your boats. I'm gonna give you more details about that so you be very successful in whatever you want to do. If you probably know, there is a lot of choices in life. There is a lot of choices in the partner that you're gonna choose. Either if you're a girl, you're choosing a husband. If you are a guy, you're choosing a wife, or a career, or a car. You notice that there's a lot of choices that you have out there. And some of us, we get distracted. We get distracted because we want it all, but at the same time, we don't know what we want because we want it all. And we have a difficult time trying to choose what we want. So it's very important that you choose what you want, and once you choose it, burn your boats. And the reason is because when you try to go from one area to another area, so I'm going to put a great example. Let's take careers as an example. If you try to be a dentist, today you want to be a dentist, and you go take a couple courses, etc. And then all of a sudden you change your mind, and now you want to be a mechanic. And now you want to go and experience the mechanic field. You either go to school or you start doing some mechanics on your cars, and you spend a year on it, and all of a sudden you want to trade your career. Now you want to be a psychologist, and you continue jumping from one place to another place. Even though you have learned a lot of things, which is good, you're not going to become successful in one thing, and the reason is because you haven't focused on one thing. You're not going to find somebody who's successful who is trying to do everything and by the end doesn't know how to do something. If you go to a doctor, as an example, and you need shoulder surgery, you're not going to go to somebody who's a general person that just try to do everything. Fix your heart, fix your shoulder, fix your ankle, fix your eyes, etc. If you notice, all the doctors specialize in something. They either specialize on orthopedic, they specialize on heart surgery, they specialize, they're dentists, etc. So they specialize in something, and when you look for something, you look for somebody who actually knows the problem that you have. In this case, it's a shoulder surgery. So you want to go to the best. You want to know who knows exactly what he's talking about. You want to know that he's working on other shoulders and he's very successful on that. Know that he's actually good on hearts, that he's good on your eyes, etc. Because he's not specializing on something. It's the same with you. If you trying to find your career, you need to choose one and then put everything on it. Put all your heart on it. Whatever career you're choosing, all your heart on it. If you're going to be a personal trainer, if you want to be a psychologist, if you want to be a mechanic, if you want to be a web developer, if you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a dentist, you name it. There is a politic. There is many careers out there, and you probably know this. Choose one and then do your best. You have to think about, there's going to be obstacles, of course. It's going to be negative things on your careers. Not everything is going to be perfect. There's going to be obstacles on it. They're going to have negative things on it. You need to find out what negative things are in that career and then live with them. Overcome those negative things and enjoy all the positive things. You need to focus on all the positive of your career. And the same thing with if you're choosing a partner. It's not that if you notice there is a lot of divorce out there. And the reason is because people are not committed. They're trying to jump from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship. Can you imagine if you were married 4, 5 times, 6 times? Well, probably you were. You probably know what I'm talking about. And leaving your heart with the past partner, not only your heart, but also your family, kids here, kids there, and kids everywhere. Then your family is all over the place. You can't fulfill everything. You might try, and I don't disagree that you should. But my point out of it is, once you do that, it's difficult to gather all your family. And why it's so difficult? It's because we are jumping and trying to choose different things. Now keep in mind something. I'm not saying that you should be with an abusive person. If somebody who is abusing you, if somebody is not loving you, is not putting up his or her part, it's not for you to do, for you to keep up with that relationship and just sacrifice yourself to keep that relationship. No, I'm not saying that. That's not good. Actually, if I were you, I step out of that relationship because I don't want to be with somebody who's abusive. But my point out of it is that many people are not committed to it. Many people are afraid. They're trying to jump. They think that the grass is greener on the other side. So they're trying to jump from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship. Once you commit it, once you find your either wife or your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend, you need to be committed to it. You need to give you 100%. If you did your best and the other person didn't put his or her best, at least you understand that you were committed, that you did everything, that you didn't give up to it. When you do that, it's a feeling of self-fulfillment because you're doing your best. And you focus on one person instead of trying to focus on every single one. That's choosing one partner and one career. The same with your car. I know this is a material thing, but it's the same thing. You're never gonna be happy if you buy a car and then focus on another car and say, well, this car seems faster, this car seems bigger, this car has leather seats, my car doesn't have leather seats, etc., etc. Once you start finding all the negative stuff of your car, you're not gonna like your car anymore. You probably wanna trade that car. You know how much money a lot of people spend on trading cars every year or every 2 years or 3 years? Because they're not happy with their car, and you know how much money you can save and invest it to that money, make more money for you so you have freedom. When you don't figure out your mind, when you don't understand that you have to choose one thing and find all the positive things on it, it's going to be very difficult for you to be happy with whatever choice you make it. So, why I tell you to choose one thing and burn your boats. I don't know if you heard this story back in the past, but I'm going to tell you about this captain that he took his troops to the enemy island. And he took the troops, and once they get up into the island, they get off the boats, and the captain gave the order to burn the boats down. Say, burn the boats down. We either going to win this war or we're gonna die trying. So that's what I mean with burning your boats. You need to forget about the past. You need to let go. You need to give your life to the present and choose one thing. Do your best. Go 100%, and don't turn your back to whatever you have choice, either your wife, your husband, either your career, your car, whatever it is yours, it is your life. Focus on it. Give yourself the opportunity to do your best, and you see how successful you're gonna be and how happy you're gonna be by making that choice. Hope this helped you to make up your mind if you're undecisive about choosing one thing. Remember, the only thing that can happen is either you're gonna progress with that choice you make, or it's not gonna work. But if it doesn't work, you know you did your best, and you have another opportunity to choose another either partner or another career. But at least you know that it wasn't on you because you did choose one and put all your heart on it.